Next concept we're going to look at is the x and y intercepts. Intercepts are where something crosses an axis. So here we have our x-axis. The places where it crosses the x-axis is called our x-intercepts. In this case, it crosses the x-axis at 0 and at 2. So our x-intercepts are simply 0 and 2. Now, one thing to be aware with x-intercepts is sometimes they are called solutions. You might even want to sketch this down. Sometimes they are called roots. Sometimes they are called zeros. So x-intercepts, solutions, roots, and zeros, they are all the same thing. So just be aware that they might have multiple names. So anyways, so those are our x-intercepts. Our y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So in this case, we look at our y-axis here. It crosses at 0, a height of 0. So 0 is going to be our y-intercept. If something passes through 0, 0, then of course it's going to have both an x and a y intercept of 0. But otherwise, they wouldn't necessarily overlap. Let's try it in another example. We go down here. Where is our x-intercepts? Where does it cross the x-axis? Now generally we think of it crossing twice like we did in the last problem, but if we look at this one here, it crosses exactly once. It happens right here at 0. So when x equals 0, that's the only time it will cross the x-axis. So occasionally you only get one x-intercept. And sometimes, depending on where the graph is placed, you might actually get no x-intercepts, no real intercepts. The y, we look at what height it is when it crosses over the y-axis. And in this case, it is right here at 0 again. So we actually have another y-intercept of 0. You'll see in some of the problems below that you might not always be able to see where the y-intercept is, so you might actually just have to put a question mark because you're not exactly sure where it's going to cross, even though you're going to say probably somewhere up here a little bit. So just be aware that some of the graphs, it's not always easy to see the y-intercept. There always will be one though.